How many times have you ever started working on something and then you didn't get the results you expected? Obviously, everyone can relate, whether it's in business, whether it's on a project, whether it's still on a school. There are times whereby you feel you've put in 100%, but yet you fall short of expectation. Now, what am I talking about? If you've been following the Afrifama Hatchery journey, by now you know, more than 4 weeks ago, we started our new brand company, or what we call a baby company, which is a bit extension from the main group. This is the Afrifama group, and this is Afrifama Hatchery. And our expectation was to be hatching day-old chicks and delivering them to the small-scale farmers within the coastal region. So when we started this, obviously it's still on the prototype phase, because 1,000 it's not what we call an industrial level, but I believe in the power of starting small, then testing your idea. And now I believe in this concept, which is one of the key things I learned from one of my favorite books, and this is the Lean Startup, which is being written by Eric Ries. And this is one of the amazing founders and a technical mind. And he goes further to explain, before you have everything, before you scale to the level you want to, you have to start on the ideation level. And it's at that ideation level you build something we call a minimum viable product, and this is an MVP. And based on the MVP, you go to the market to validate that idea. So it's the same approach we have been using with the Afrifama Hatchery, and this is obviously our brand new product is Afrifama Day-Old Chicks. We wanted to see, can you validate the idea that there is actually the demand of day-old chicks? So the first phase of this journey involved us starting with a borrowed incubator. And guys, I know most people think I'm making this up. 12 months ago, I didn't have any incubator. I was broke. I didn't have money. I was also bankrupt, because by the time you remember, Afrifama Poultry had gone down due to indebtedness from, you know the whole story. Now, that's when this idea started to come. And I wanted to see, can I be able to, one, hatch my own chicks and start from scratch? And an idea came, but I didn't have the incubator. So I borrowed from one of the nearby people who I knew had an incubator, but they were not making good use of it. And the rest is story. I saw the whole hatching for a few months. It was successful. We had a vlog, and I remember one of my most interesting videos is starting a poultry farm with 47 eggs. And guys, that was the period of more than 12 months ago. Now, recently, we thought we should at least now make another bold step, and this is going to the market. So what followed is we had an acquisition of a new egg incubator, and this has a higher capacity of 1056. So you can see from 56 capacity to 1056, that's like a whole 1,000. And the first hatch, which we did a week ago, we expected to hatch not 56 eggs now, but 1036 eggs, because we only incubated 1,036 eggs. But guys, guess what? We didn't get more than 150 chicks. We actually got 100 and, is it 120 chicks, Ali? 100 and 120. So that was less than slightly 11 point something percent. But there's a thing. At first, we thought maybe we did not get the best eggs, or maybe the hatchery was not good. So obviously, we didn't want to jump into those conclusions. So the first call to the people who assembled the hatchery: hey guys, guess what? We might have a problem. I only hatched less than 150 eggs. Okay, they listen, and that's why I love this supplier. But then they tried to see what could have been the problem, because their machine was perfect. Because if the machine was faulty, we couldn't even have hatched that egg. The next call, director of the KALRO Sabah Center. I was like, hey madam, you're talking to so-and-so from Afrifama. You sold me eggs. I didn't hatch, but obviously I'm not an angry consumer. I was just trying to find out what could have been the reason. And then she asked me, did you do this and this? Did you do the fumigation? And I'm like, fumigation? I said, no, I have no idea what's that. And then she says, you need to do that. Then what was your levels? And then I gave her the numbers. And then she says, well, that is okay. That is slightly low. So we made a deal. We said, I'm going to send 2 of my key people from Afrifama, provide the training, show them how we need to do this. And then this time, I'll do placement of half the flock. If that works, we'll be back again for 1056 eggs. And today, guys, it's that day. So this is the process of entrepreneurship. Despite the fact that we might not have hatched 1,000 eggs in our first attempt, despite the fact we only did 11, just a mere 11%, we could not afford, because going back to the lean startup, that's the model we've been using. It's not much we wasted, to be honest, because it's just the cost of those eggs. Thanks God the power, we have a brand new solar, so that was saved. Almost 80% of the power used, it's consumed from the sun. Can you believe that, guys? So we had to think, what do we do? Obviously, is to start again until we get it right. And the funny bit again on that process of validation, believe it or not, we have pre-orders. And so that you guys understand, I'm not making this up. Ali is behind the camera. So Ali, how many pre-orders do we have for the day-old chicks for this batch?
About 470, heading to 500.
So he's saying about, as of now, we have around 470 to 500. So ideally, at this stage, I have to mention the quality for this video might go a little bit down, because when I look outside, it's actually 6:30 p.m. We're almost approaching 7 p.m. East African. But hey, we've had a very long day here at Afrifama. We were doing milling for Afrifama feeds. And by the way, if you are in coastal region, this is Kwale, Kilifi, Mombasa, and you're looking for not just quality but affordable animal feeds for kienyeji chicken or even the growers mash, make sure to link up with Afrifama. This is the only way, guys, we can support one of our own local solutions and a local company, and that's what Afrifama is doing. Now, before I deviate, the issue was, imagine you have been through the ideation process, you are now ready to go to the market, and then boom, you didn't get the result. So it can be disheartening for you as an entrepreneur, but for me, one thing I've learned for the last 3-4 years I've been running Afrifama is it's very difficult to be an entrepreneur. So let's not try to do like what I've seen most entrepreneurs do, try to paint different pictures. Entrepreneurship has its own handles. And most of the time, from the ideation to the market phase, there will be a lot of disappointment. You don't get the right results you're looking for. You do everything right, trust me. And then you may do one fatal mistake. You don't get the result. But then one thing I'm happy is, despite that, we still have pre-orders. Now that means we had to deliver what we had, talk to customers again, and those who are willing to trust and give us another chance, they have placed their pre-orders. And I hope after Robert and Ali, they have undergone the training they did at KALRO Msambaha, and this of which a great shout out to the director. Well, thank you for also, understanding where we are coming from as a young startup, and it doesn't happen. And this is why even for us Afrifama, if you are a farmer and you are genuinely interested to know about poultry farming, opportunities around it, the solution, talk to us, come to our offices, come to our farm. We'll give you that opportunity most farmers and big producers, they can give you, because we believe in raising one another. So we are back at it again, and obviously this time we are doing it differently. We seen earlier with the fumigation process, which started obviously with Ali and Robert as well, and then we have something new, and this is formalin or formalhydrate. That's a very difficult word to use, and we're using it together with potassium permanganate. And do you know what it creates, guys? Boom! It's a bomb, literally. But the gas it creates is so essential for fumigation for this egg. It doesn't affect the shells, it doesn't affect the formation of embryo, and we will be careful after placing these eggs there. We'll give them at least 30 minutes. The fumigation will be done, and once that's the process done, we'll start our incubation journey, which will take the next 21 days.